Hi guys, how are you doing? I hope you're having a nice evening. I hope you're having a good week. Hope you're ready to do a little bit of crafting. Um, I've got a kit to share with you, which is not a new kit. It's a kit that's been around for a wee while, but I don't think I've done it on a live before. And so I was looking through what I had to share and I thought, oh, I've never done this one. So let's share this kit with the gang. Hey Karen. Just want to remind you that there's a lot of new things happening tomorrow. So tomorrow is an exciting day. First of all, there is bonus days starting tomorrow. So for every £45 you spend, you'll get a voucher for £4.50 off an order that you have next month in August. So spend in July, save in August. Who's not? What's not to love? And then just to make it even easier, there is a new kit which is coming out tomorrow. So I will be placing an order. Also, the clearance rack is getting a refresh tomorrow. So there will be lots of items on the clearance rack. Put my teeth back in. So you can get some good bargains there. Plus, there are going to be new online exclusives that they go live tomorrow as well. I've had a look at them. Some of them are fabulous. There's some Christmas ones, there's some non-Christmas ones. People are going, Christmas in July? That's insane. But if you want to get a head start on your Christmas cards, there's one of the sets of paper. I have to have it and I will share it with you, and then you'll have to have it too. But remember to place your order in July so that you take advantage of the bonus days. Hey Debbie, hey Julie. Right. Enough waffle of what's happening, and let's get down to what we're going to do tonight. So this is the kit that we're going to use. This is the You Are My Anchor card kit. All the kits are available on the website. And this one, I just thought it was really fun and summery. So, first thing, Pacific Point. That's one of our retired colours. So I can't use my ink pad for it. Well, I could because it's around somewhere, but it's all packed in a box. So, but we've got this really cute stamp set. Let's have a look at the sentiments. What we've got: You're my anchor. Congratulations. You're a lifesaver. Adventure awaits. Thanks for you. And ahoy. And then we've got a big anchor and a little anchor. We've got a little boat, a heart, a little starfish there, a wheel, like a ship's wheel. I think they're meant. I thought they were clouds, but actually I think they're seagulls. Some waves, and then this lovely lighthouse. So there's some really, really, really cool stamps in there. Then let's open up the box and see what we've got. The goodies to play with. So first of all, let's have a look at the instructions. There's quite a lot in this kit. So, yes, I remember now. You get gift boxes, and there's how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 different cards and 4 boxes. That seems like quite a lot. We'll soon find out. But it does appear that you get quite a lot in this kit. Which, as I say, it is still a current kit. It is still available on the website. I did check that before I started. We've got a thing of... At first I thought it was linen thread, but I think it's a bit thicker than our standard linen thread. Yeah, this is more like... I was going to say it's more like baker's twine. It's interesting. It's quite coarse. It's an interesting thread, that one. There we go. There is a clear block to go with my stamps, and there's a thing of mini dimensionals. They're going to come in handy for sure. Let's pull all of this out. Ooh. So a sheet of glue dots, again handy. Now this is one of these kits that as long as you've got a pair of scissors, everything else you need is in the box. So if you're going on holiday, especially if you're going somewhere in the seaside, this one will have everything you need. So let's see, what have we got first? These are so cute. You've got these little envelopes. So they've got this decorated lining and this on the outside. How many have we got here? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Yeah, hey Ali, glad you're here. So yeah, 10 envelopes. So that does suggest that it's going to be 5 different cards and 2 of each. This might take me longer than I thought to do. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, those are for the boxes. And then I think these are for the boxes as well. And I love that it's got the adhesive already on and everything is scored. So yeah, that looks very nice and straightforward. What have we got here? Ah, right. So now these are the card blanks. So let's look and see what we've got. So we've got two, because they've got the score down the centre. These are the little 3x3 cards. So we've got two that are stripy. Two that are got these little anchors on them. Two that have got these kind of coral waves. Oh, they're really cute. Two with little waves with tiny little hearts on them. I've only got one of these. I think I meant to, oh no, there's the other one. There we go, two of these. So we've got 5 different card blanks for these mini cards. So they're cute. And yes, we are going to make everything. Then we've got these. So these, I think, are these stickers? Oh, no, they're not. They're cardboard elements, but there's 2 sheets of them. That's why I thought they were stickers. And these just pop out. These are pre-cut. So little life rings, is that what you call them? Anchors and the lighthouses. There's probably a better name for that. It's not a life ring, is it? It's not a buoy. If somebody knows the proper name for one of these, let me know. And then we've got a sheet of gold foil elements. So there's some round ones here, little round ones, little tags. And then there's loads of these cute little hearts. These are so adorable. And you can see the shiny of the foil. Okay, dokie. Let's get started. Let's see what we need to do. So first things first, I'm going to open up Lifesaver. It could be Lifesaver. Weren't there sweeties called Lifesavers? I think in America they were similar to our polos, if I recall correctly. So, right, so we're going to start off with one of our stripy card blanks. Fold that in half. And this would appear to be a card that we have in this orientation rather than this one. And the reason that I know that is because it's asking me to wrap the twine around the front of it. So I want 9 inches or 23 centimetres. And as you'll remember, the instructions have got the measurements in centimetres on one side and on inches on the other. So I don't even need a ruler. I can just measure that out. Take it along to there. Off. And then I tie this around the center, and this just gets tied in a knot rather than a bow. It's quite a nice thick twine. It's very sturdy, she says, making a terrible job of tying it. Probably need to do that a little tighter. Anybody else find that when you're tying stuff you need to have like 17 fingers? Just say to somebody, just put your finger down there and let me tug. There we go, that works. So I've got my twine along the center. Next I need the biggest of the circles. And then one of these little congratulations pieces. Here we go. And I'm using, so first of all I'm using the large anchor. You know, my brother, when he was young, he used to go to something called Anchor Boys, which was a bit like Scouts, I think. But they had Anchor Boys, and then they had Boys Brigade. Anchor Boys was the youngest group. So I think if he was still involved in this, or if I knew anybody who was involved with Anchor Boys, this would be a great kit for them, because they could use these anchors. Have lots of fun with that. There we go. That looks good. Let's get my Stampin' Scrub. So the next thing that I need to stamp is congratulations. Anybody else heard of Anchor Boys? Might just be a Scottish thing. Ali, you're our resident English viewer. Do you remember? Did you have Anchor Boys down in Bristol? Let's see. There we go. These photopolymer stamps. Oh, Debbie, you remember Anchor Boys? Good to know I'm not alone here. Take that off. These photopolymer stamps are so easy to stamp with, so easy to position. Right. Now I'm going to have 3 dimensionals on my big circle, like that. And oh, I nearly put dimensionals on there. Just going to show you again, see in the instructions. You see there? So the little hexagons are telling me to put dimensionals, but the little grey dots are telling me to use glue dots. So I nearly did dimensionals on all of them. And that would have been wrong, because that's not what it wants me to do. Right, so now I peel this off first. My trusty take a pick tool. And this goes in the center here. Congratulations. And then take these off of here. And then this sticks over. It's weird, is this meant to stick out the bottom or outside or something? I don't know. I'm winging it at this point. Maybe it's meant to hide under completely. There we go. So that's the first card done. Congratulations. Nifty little card. Let's move on to card 2. These cards are so cute. They're really dinky and they don't take much time to do at all. Let's have a look at this one. So, you are my anchor. We ink this one up. This one stamps straight onto the card blank. Just underneath these little hearts. It's cute. My parents-in-law, so Tom's parents, they live down in Cornwall at the seaside. So these might be nice cards for them. And if they are what I think they are, which is having these little, a little gift box, then it might be nice to give them some cards in a gift box for them to give to other people. It's nice to have thank you cards to hand. My mother-in-law is very creative in her own right. She does beautiful things with glass and with felt and stitching. I'm not a big fan of stitching myself, but the stuff she does is beautiful. And recently she's been doing like paper making and things like that, which is really quite cool. Anybody here tried paper making? Done it a while ago. Haven't done it recently. Right. So just using some of the twine and putting it into that bit there. And then just going to trim this off. So now again, this is telling me to put on glue dots. strange. I would have thought the anchor would have been up on dimensionals. But hey ho. So then that goes on there like that. And then what I also need is one of these super cute little gold hearts. That goes on with a dimensional. Let's peel off that backing. And then that goes just above those ones. So there we go. Card 2. You're my anchor. That's quite sweet. Right, 2 cards down, 3 to go. This is quite a big kit when you think about it. I've definitely not done this before. I would have remembered if I had done this. Right. What am I doing next? So I need another one of these little bits here. And actually I'm using 2 of these with the same stamp. So I'm just going to stamp them both at the same time. Work smarter, not harder. You're a lifesaver. This up. You know, I liked Pacific Point. I didn't use it very often, but it had its place. And it's a shame it's gone. But there you go. If you're still desperate for some Pacific Point, you can get an ink spot if you get this kit. Kits, of course, are only while stocks last. So once they're gone, they're gone. And I know there's a few kits that I've shared with you in the past that are now no longer available, which is a bit of a shame. Because, especially when it's a really nice one, and you think, ooh, I really like that. It's a shame when it goes. Right. So the first card blank I want to use is this one here with the anchors. And again, just looking at the instructions, this would seem to be another one that goes up and down. In fact, to be fair, all of them have been ones that go up and down rather than the side opening. So, okay, so I need one of these lifesavers, life rings, whatever it is we're calling them. Let's call them lifesavers, because then that makes a whole lot more sense. Oh, this is clever. Right. 6 inches worth of twine. And then on my lifesaver, and if you can see, it's not a completely straight ring. If I turn it over, you've got these little bumps here. Can you see that? So that's where the white bits are. And so basically, I need to put glue dots in between where these bumps are. So it'll make sense once I've finished it. So if I can see where that bump is and that bump is, so I put a glue dot there. Actually, let's do it on the blue background because then I can see it a lot better. Anybody else find that if you're dealing with a white element, having it on a white background makes it a little tricky? But if you put it on a coloured background, you see so much better. Okay, let's pull these backings off. And now what we want to do here, now this is the first time I've tried this, so if it doesn't work, you're just going to have to be patient with me. What we want to do is make it into a ring and stick both of these bits to that one down in the bottom center. Okay, then about halfway from there we're going to stick it to the top center. Okay, so we've got that and that. That's how it looks now. Now we're going to bring this bit in and stick it to the side center, and then the same on the other one. Stick that to the side center, like so. And then we've got that. I like that. Just need to adjust it slightly at that side. There we go. Doesn't that look cute? I think it looks gorgeous. Yay, it worked. Which just goes to show it's easier than it looks, because I was thinking, is this going to work? Is this going to make me look really daft in front of everybody? But actually it was really easy. The biggest tip I would say is start with a joined one. So stick both ends onto the same glue dot and then do the opposite side. And then do, so basically do top and bottom and then do left and right. And then lift that up. So foam pads on the back afterwards. And then this goes on the center there like that. And then this, now this is going to go on here, but I need to be careful where I put the foam pads, because I want it to land. There we go. If I turn it upside down, then it's easier to position, because I know I want it to be there and there. That way I know I've got the foam pads in the right place. But when I stick it on, Emma, be careful to stick it on the right way up rather than upside down, because that would look silly. There we go. You're a lifesaver. Isn't that gorgeous? I love what they've done there with the twine as the background. That's a really nice little card. I like that. You like it as well, Ali. Thank you. Right, the next one is this one here. Unusual colour for the waves, but I suppose, why not? The sea at sunset. Right, and for this one, it uses this long panel. And the gold around the edge of this, I'll bring it up to show you, it's almost like stitching on there. Dash, dash, dot, dash, dash, dot. Maybe Morse code for something. And for this one, we're using the lighthouse stamp. So let's put that on there. Actually, do it down like this. If you put your stamp down and then stick your block onto it, you're less likely to end up with it being squint or twisted or not aligned. Sometimes with photopolymer, you can get them where they're weird or squinty, but a way to avoid that is to just put the stamp down itself and then put the block to the stamp. At least that's what works for me. Right, so this goes on here like so. There we go. It's a nice one as well. Having the blue really works well with the lighthouse. And of course, remember, when you buy the kits, you can use these stamps for other things. You love lighthouses, Julie. Absolutely. You could use that stamp on other cards and other projects. Don't feel that you just have to use it in the kit and then never use it again. Okay, 7 inches of twine. And this gets wrapped around. Now it's a very natural type twine, but there was a little bit there that was just a little rough, so I just snipped that off. Right. Let's tie this round in a knot. Glad there's no bows, it's just all knots. And then, although somebody who's more nautical than me, her, would probably tell me the different kind of knots to use. I am not that knowledgeable. Okay, Mare, no more puns, I promise. Or rather, no more puns tonight. I can't promise no puns at all, ever. It's just not something I'd be able to stick to. Is it bad that I said to stick to while I was sticking foam dimensions on? I know, I'm terrible. Terrible. Right. This now goes from top to bottom down the centre of that card, like so. And then we use, ooh, need another little heart. So let's take some of my glue dots, one on the heart, and then 1, 2, 3. Now these 3, they're going quite central in the middle of this rather than at each end and in the middle, because remember this part here is on dimensionals, so I want to make sure that my glue dots just stick to that centre piece. And if you're worried thinking, I'm never going to remember that, you don't need to. It's in the instructions, it tells you. Here we go. So then that goes about there, and then this cute little heart, so cute, goes up at the top. There we go. There's that card as well. There we go, 4 cards down. We're doing well on this kit. I mean, there's a lot to it, but it's nice. Let's see. So then the last one is done using this card blank here. Got all these tiny little backings. Anybody else find that the backs from dimensionals gets absolutely everywhere? Often find picking them out my bra at the end of the night. Okay, so first of all, they are seagulls. You know, I thought they might have been clouds, but no, they're most definitely seagulls based on this card. So let's ink that up. And this one just goes here. Also, if my sister-in-law was here, she'd tell you there's no such thing as a seagull. There are gulls, there's lots of different variety of gulls, but there's no particular variety called a seagull. But she's still lovely, even if she can be a bit pedantic about birds. She knows much more about birds than I do. Oh, for those who haven't been to my house recently, we have an amazing bird feeder out the front where we have many, many little birds come and visit it on a very regular basis. Tom is having to refill one of the bird feeders twice a week, which I thought was bad, although I spoke to a friend of ours and he was saying that they refill their bird feeder twice a day. I don't think I could quite afford to do that. Greedy birds. There we go. Adventure awaits. Hey Shona, glad you're here. Actually, thinking about this, you know, adventure awaits, makes me think of holidays. So if anybody's going to the seaside, then the beach holiday might be fun. But even if you were flying abroad somewhere, you know, adventure awaits, that's still a fun sentiment to use on little cards. And something that I've been taught is that when you're traveling, especially if you're going on a flight that's long haul, having a treat for the staff, for the stewards on the flight, it's a really smart thing to do, because if you do it right at the start when you first get on the plane, then they're really nice to you and they give you lots of extra treats. So when I had my recent Mercy Dash to New Zealand, one of my friends who works as an air hostess, she told me that it's always a good idea to have treats for the staff. So actually, if I did this, you know, adventure awaits, you're my anchor for you, that would be a really good set to use if you were traveling somewhere. Oh, if you were on a cruise. Imagine if you were on a cruise and you wanted to leave little treats for the staff. This would just be perfect. There we go. Right. So now for this one, apart from the seagulls and the sentiment, this one doesn't have a lot of stamping. It just has the lighthouse. It goes there. And then the adventure awaits. Again, making sure that my glue dots are just in the centre of the sentiment rather than both of the extremities, because that's going to balance on the lighthouse like so. There we go. Adventure awaits. Cool. So we've got 5 mini cards. I'm just going to make the box and then we can look at each of the cards in turn. So let's have a look. 4 boxes. The first thing you're going to want to do when making one of these boxes is fold all of the foldable bits before you take off any of the glue. First fold. Then, right, so the easiest way to do these kind of boxes is to take off one bit of tape first at one side and then put both of these tabs in here like that and then fold it over and press it down. I would press it like that. There you go. And now that sticky is sticking down both of those sides. And now do the same on the other side. There we go. Okay, so we've got this cute box. Hey Jean, I have not finished just yet. I've made 5 cards and now I'm finishing off a box. So what I want to do next, that's what this bit is. So this bit is the sleeve. And again, there's a bit that you fold like that. So you basically have the sleeve of the box, which slides in, she says. There we go. Or does it go in that way? Yeah, to be fair, it's just a nice snug sleeve to make that cute little box. And then what we need to do is with our twine, 24 inches. Now I know I'm using my grid paper along here, but remember you've still got the measurements on the instructions themselves. Everything you need is in the kit, remember, apart from your scissors. So you've got your rulers in both centimeters and inches. So what I need to do now is tie this in a knot. Sorry Jean, I've made all the knot puns already, given this is a seascape type one. And there's probably many more knots. Although I didn't talk about, you know, the speed, because in that at sea you go at a fair rate of knots. Yeah, my puns aren't particularly good. Right, let's slide that up because I want the bow to be up at the top. Now, this is my tip for tying bows. I'm going to do bunny ears, but for some reason, every time I tie a bow, it ends up upside down to the way I want it. So now I start upside down. So if I do my bunny ears, so 2 loops, tie it around like that, bring it under, and then look, you see, it's upside down, but that's fine because I started upside down. So now I can bring it round the right way and do my adjusting. There we go. Let's trim off that end, trim off that end, and then, right. See, when you do it, read the instructions better than I did, because I've made a mistake and you'll soon spot what it is. In fact, while I'm stamping this, can anybody guess what my mistake was? It'll become very obvious once I've finished stamping. Who can spot the mistake? I'd love to say it was a deliberate mistake, but it wasn't. It was completely accidental. And it's because I wasn't paying attention. Put that little boat on there. Nobody else has spotted it? Or are you all just being very polite? No, Emma, you haven't made a mistake at all. What are you talking about? It all looks fine. You'll see in a minute. For you. Use the little for you stamp. That is very cute. Just the little bow to the for you. I like the little things. So, for all you very polite people who are pretending that you haven't spotted the mistake that I've made, thank you very much for being so kind. I haven't put the twine the wrong way around, but before you put the twine on, remember to feed it through this. I wonder if I can... Yeah, I'm just going to unknot it and do it again. The bow might not be as precise the second time. So, yes, before you tie the twine, feed through your little sentiment, and then tie it off. I've rescued it though, haven't I? It's not been a complete disaster, she says optimistically. Oh, darn it. Right. Apparently, it's not just the sentiment that slips onto the twine. I really should pay more attention to these instructions. Let's unknot this again. Is it lucky if you knot the same thing 3 times? I don't know. Right. First of all, put on the anchor. Then put on the for you, because those are meant to go together like that. Then tie your twine. As my husband says, it's a good thing I'm cute. Right, tie that in a knot. And then let's do my bunny ears again. So starting upside down so that it ends up the right way. 2 little loops. Bow's never as nice the second time, is it? Although that's not too bad. There we go. There's a little bit of tweaking there. There we go. A bow, a for you, with an anchor, and it's all worked. Okay, so let's now open up our box and put our cards in. So we've got 5 cards. I'm going to put each one with one of these cute little envelopes. I wonder if all 5 will fit in the box. I'm about to find out. There are 10 cards in total. You get 2 each of 5 designs, and you get 4 boxes. So maybe you're not meant to put 5 cards in each box. So let's do it in the order that I crafted them. So the very first one we did was the blue stripes. I want you to tell me which one's your favourite at the end. All right. So the first one is blue stripes with the anchor. That's the first card that we made. The second one that we did was the waves with the red anchor. If that's your favourite, let me know. Then we did the cute little lifesaver. I think this is my favourite one, with the twine behind it. So the lifesaver with the twine was card number 3. Then card number 4 was the lighthouse on the kind of sunset waves in the background. And then the 5th card was the lighthouse with the sun's rays and the seagulls and the waves at the bottom. That was the 5th card. And then they all went together. And they do, haha, just and no more, all 5 cards and 5 envelopes fit in that cute little box. So let me know in the comments which one was your favourite out of the 5. Is this a kit that you'd be interested in? If so, remember, tomorrow, don't order today. Wait until tomorrow when bonus days start. So for every £45 you spend, you'll get a £4.50 voucher that you'll be able to use in August. And guess what happens in August? It's the new autumn winter catalogue, the Christmas one's coming out. Very excited about that. So for every £45 you spend this month, you'll get a voucher to spend next month. And they do stack, so you'll get 1 voucher for 45, you'll get 2 vouchers for 90, and so on and so forth. We've also got a clearance rack refresh coming tomorrow, so lots of bargains on the clearance rack. And we've got the online exclusives, brand new items getting launched tomorrow, as well as a new kit, which I will be sure to purchase and share with you. So what are we voting for the cards? Lifesaver and the first Lighthouse card, Julie? Yep. Debbie likes them all, and so does Jean. It's very hard to choose them. They are very cute little cards. But yeah, I think that has been a fun kit. So just again to remind you, this kit is available on the website. It is called You Are My Anchor Kit. It's an all-inclusive kit, has everything you need: the glue, the ink spot, the stamps, the block. All you would need is scissors. Everything else is included. Yeah, so thank you very much for joining me this evening. I hope you have enjoyed these cards, and I will be back next week to craft with you some more. All right, as always, if you need anything, just get in touch and have a great week. Take care. Bye.